What's going on, everybody? Happy Sunday afternoon. Got a little addendum here to a video that I made a couple weeks back. I did a box break on 87 Fleer, and I had it in a couple different pieces. And what happened was I uploaded the original piece and didn't tie the other videos to it. I didn't, trim them all together. So it only came up with a portion. And I think I noticed the last week I put in the comments that I didn't put all the video in. So and then, I deleted the main videos, off the laptop because, those things just take up space. So the good news is that I didn't really, outside of breaking the packs on those videos, I really didn't do much else. So what I want to do is kind of add the rest of the video. I know that some of this retro stuff brings back some good memories, so I wanted to put kind of show the hits that came out of the box and show where we're at. I'm semi-gloved up here because I just actually went through all the packs, so this is now empty, but went ahead and organized and number counted all the cards here. So to get you a view, nice pack fresh 87 Fleer, and like I said, it brings back a lot of memories. This is pretty much right when I started collecting the 86, 87 products, where it was some of the first product that I bought. And for me, the product is I still got the one glove on, guys. Sorry, but it compared to the other two. So we look at what Topps and Donruss had. So Topps had, of course, the wood grain, and it was kind of retro before retro was cool. So, to me, it just wasn't the best looking card. It was a Topps product. And then you had Donruss with, the all black border, which, depending on your style, maybe, kind of cool looking, maybe not. But for me, this was the better looking product. I just, it's got the fade going on. The blue just seemed to just bring some of the color out. So, not super unique, but this was a style that I really thought was super cool, and to me, Fleer was like the premier product of the Donruss and the Topps out of the three big players. But anyway, I want to run through these hits. So this is just a example. So Alan Trammell just making the Hall of Fame, and this card is actually, dead on. Corners are awesome, and coloring, shine, gleam is perfect. Centering is outstanding. So this was an example of a card if you want to submit on a low pop to get in. And I may send a couple of these off just to see how they come back. But kind of for everybody else's benefit, some of the cards are off centered, but in terms of shine and color, gloss, pack fresh are just super cool. So we'll go through some of the Hall of Famers and stars at the time, like this one. This is probably one of the, in terms of centering, one of the worst that's was in the box, but still a great card. Like I said, I'll probably list a bunch of these in the store. I'm not sure if I'll list them as lots. Probably just list them as individual cards, but typically my shipping is always free. So whatever you buy, I may start them at like a quarter. That's probably a good idea. So you can add, to either to your Hall of Fame collection, or if you're looking to complete the set. So look for these to pop up probably in the store. Maybe some tonight, but definitely some next week. So Sandberg, there's the Rocket, Straw, Wade Boggs, Reggie Jackson. Is that on the card? Yeah, that's on the card. See that little? That's actually a pretty significant spot there. That's interesting, huh? Joyner. Star at the time, didn't have a great career, but, solid player. Rick A. That's a cool, man. It's kind of a candid picture, right? He's just smiling, kind of looking at something. Who knows? They may have just snapped it when he was looking, or not. They know he was looking, or they said, hey, man, give me something cool. Donnie Baseball. Dave Winfield. Eric Davis. God, he could hit the ball, man. Far. Not the best overall hitter. Struck out a lot, but man, when he connected with one. Larkin rookie. Joe C. The Hawk, when he was still with the Expos. That's another card that's extremely well centered. Like I said, guys, the corners on these things are just outstanding. The box that I got was actually from it was a secondary box. Someone bought it before, but it was still baseball card exchange wrapped. So I felt confident when I bought it. Got it at a pretty good price. And as you guys can see, the card conditions are super clean. The Cat under Scalaraga. Paul Molitor. That's a super consistent player. Canseco. Hershiser, the surgeon. Lee Smith, nasty. Super large human being too, man. This guy was intimidating as heck. Looks like we got a couple spots on that one too. A little flake in there. It's weird. Actually, you can see it better on the camera than I can in real life looking at the card. That's interesting. And maybe the light that we have. But that's good though. And so those are some of the stars and superstars. Actually, we got a lot more here that I already had put in hard cases. So, Will the Thrill. A little bit of glare on those. Sorry. Actually, it looks better with the that's the penny sleeves. Pete Rose. That one's super centered. It looks like a little touch there in the corner. You guys see that? Huh. That's kind of a bummer. I may pull that one out and see if that's just a little piece of fuzz. Barry. That one's actually really, really spot on too. Same thing in that corner, that right corner. I'm going to pull these out, guys, and see. Some of the, the pack cards, you guys may have seen it before, so they weren't cut all the way. So it isn't that it's a corner that's soft or a corner that's, dented, but it's actually extra material. So I'm going to pull that out and see if we can see what's going on with that. Bo, that one's really good. It's probably 50, yeah, man, maybe like 58, 42, or is my math number there right? 52-48. I mean, that would be close. That'd be close. Definitely a 9. They may get that a 10 though, but like I said, the centering, they're supposed to go with the percentages they say on that, but that's super cool. And then this Goose Gossage, so like I said, he wasn't a guy that I necessarily liked or anything, but this card, for whatever reason, I kind of picked it up, but this was one of the cards that I viewed as a 10 in terms of everything about it, corners, centering, gloss, overall finish on the card, so I think was super nice. But there's a ton of cards in there, so if you guys remember, these were 36 count cards, 36 pack counts in the box, so just a ton of cards there. So like I said, I may put a general listing if you guys are trying to build a set there, and I may just sell them in lots of commons or something like that, like 10 lot or 20 cards for maybe 350 shipped, or I don't know, something like that. But the one thing I did like about this set is that they kind of had some unique like combo cards in here with different players from the All-Star game, which was actually in Houston that year. So this is a cool one. The Cobra and Rhino, former MVPs. It just cool captions, and like I said, just great players. It looks like Keith Hernandez in the background there, doesn't it? I think that is him. As an example. Oops, forgot I had a couple more guys here. Bonilla. Actually, that one's pretty good too. Looks like it may have a little corner there, and I'm gonna look at that real quick and pull those out. Another example, rookie All-Stars, Joyner Canseco. The hit machine there, Tony Gwynn. That one's sharp. That one's sharp all the way around. Tony. And so here's a couple of more examples of those. Youthful Power, Canseco, and Inky, Clavelia. Actually got 2 of those. Rookie All-Star, Canseco, and Joyner. I thought this was cool, and this would be obviously really cool for any Mets collector. This is 87 series, so this was the 86 team that beat my Astros, man. That was, when I was first really getting pretty serious in the baseball. At the time, I was all football, all Cowboys, and what a great series. Probably still one of the best. The Astros came up on the short end of the stick, but if they win that game 6, Mike Scott going in 7, and Astros bring that home, and I think they'll win it all. But not cool card there, cool card. AL Pitcher's Nightmare. She got Kirby Puckett, Jim Rice, and Canseco. It's cool, man. Like I said, look at the color on these things. It's awesome. All-Star Battery. So I guess they were the starters there, the Rocket and Gary Carter starting the game. Dr. K and Super K, Gooden and Roger Clemens. Sluggers from the left side. So you got Donnie Baseball and Darryl Strawberry. It's cool cards. And then the All-Stars were kind of neat. So they were like gray and black. So this was an example of the Clemens. And so like anything of the black border is tough. So you can see a couple little touches there, even being packed fresh. This side looks awesome. If this side and this side were matches, you know, I may send this one off just to have it. It's cool. Retro, total retro here, right? Just stars, kind of like a little Star Wars looking font going up there, right? That's retro. That fits the 80s. That's really cool. So let's go back to one of these cards here that had the corner on it. Well, that one I got the penny sleeve bent up. No, I can't remember which one it was. Man, that's my bad. I should have put it to the side where I can get to it fast enough. Oh, had one more too. So Mike Scott, there was a man. He was the man in '86, almost pretty much unhittable. I think spot on too. Look at that. Help me out here. Is that Rigetti? What was his name? I can't remember the guy for the Giants. Good picture though. It's like a piece of lint in the top there too, or something, but it's inside the thing. But that's a sharp card too. That thing's dead on. Dead on. Let's see if I can find it real quick. So I don't want to bore you guys to death, but let's look at the bonds. No, that corner is pushed. Ugh. Yep. Unfortunately, this will go off as a gift to somebody. I try not to, you know, even sell these cards. Sometimes I'll just toss them so they don't get mixed up in the good inventory. But I don't know if you know, you're in the purchase for anything and you're looking at the store and you want this guy, let me know. Put a comment in there. I'll throw it in for you. Especially if you already got something coming, no worries. So that one is pushed, but I wanted to look at another one that just had that thing on there because I've seen it before, especially in some of the early cards. Gosh, now I'm not gonna be able to find it again. Watch. Anyway, guys, that's the 87 Fleer stuff. So check out the store. Any comments, appreciate it. PM me if you want to. Like I said, get any group of comments together. I'll put it together. You know, like I said, just cover the shipping and maybe just return it with a, you know, some type of Astros card or Cowboy card. It can be